Hi guys, it's me, Tanya, back to make a quick little video just to kind of let you guys in on some stuff. I feel like starting this video, I just kind of had I don't know, a thought. And that thought is that these videos are supposed to be about me trying to TTC, and they've turned into like crappy things that happen in my life, health issues that I'm having, just a bunch of crap overall. So I'm sorry that this probably will have nothing to do with TTC or trying to conceive, but I figured you guys have been vested in my life and you know the trials that I'm going through, and I figured I'd just share a little bit with you guys of what's going on lately. So I I don't know. So I've been going through a lot of things, which to start off, about 2 years ago, I started getting this sound in my right ear, right here. And it was like a whooshing sound, like a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I know I look funny, sorry. But it's like, it sounds like the muffled heartbeat of like a pregnant woman's ultrasound, but it's like in my ear. And it's been very constant. Like it just never, sometimes it goes away for like maybe at the longest 5 minutes, but then it always comes back. And it's just really obnoxious. Like I can't stand it sometimes. And like see how my bed is like this, and you're supposed to sleep on this side. No, I sleep on the opposite end of my bed with my head where your feet are supposed to be, because that's where my fan is, and that's the only way I can actually like get any decent sleep, because the fan is right in my ear and it kind of tunes out the sound. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. And it's just been getting worse and worse, I feel like, in the past 6 to 8 months. And I don't know if it's been because I've been really stressed. So with my job, I finally got insurance. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I should go see an ear doctor and see if he can tell me what's going on. So I went 2 days ago to an ear, throat, and nose specialist. And when I was there, they had me do a hearing test, which they told me that I do have some like hearing loss in that ear because of the sound. And then after that, I went to see the actual specialist, and he looked in my ear. He kind of cleaned, you know, some wax that I had in there, and he looked and he's like, well, everything's fine. He's like, your ear looks normal. There's no punctures or anything. Like, it just looks fine. And I was like, okay. And then he asked me, he's like, well, because of the symptoms I had put on the sheet when you, like, you know, when you fill out the paperwork at a clinic, I kind of just put a lot of the things that, like, affect me with it, and like a lot of the things that I hear or how I don't hear very well. So I put that stuff in there, and then he asked me. He's like, "Well, is there anything that you can do that would make the sound in your ear go away?" And at first I was like, "Oh, no." And then I was like, "Oh, actually, well, yeah." I said, "If I go like this and I press like down on the artery," I said, I don't hear the sound anymore." And he was like, "Okay." He's like, "Well, I'm glad you told me that, because that tells me that it's actually something else." And so I did get a little scared, because obviously that's where your arteries are. And obviously that's scary, you know, to anyone, for anyone to hear. And so he told me I had something called pulsatile tinnitus, and it has to do with the flow in your blood, in your blood vessels, which means here, your brain, whatever. And And he said, because you do that, and that's the only thing that makes it stop, it just indicates that that's, you know, it has to do with that and not your ear. So he referred me to a cardiologist, which I think they kind of made a mistake on that because he wants me to get an angio of my neck and my brain to make sure that I don't have some sort of clot there, to make sure I don't have any sort of growth on my vein. Even though he felt around, he didn't feel anything abnormal, so that's, I think, why he wanted. And if any of you guys that don't know, a CT angio is just where they will put dye in my vein on my wrist, and it'll go all the way up to my veins all over my neck and in my brain, to rule out a possible aneurysm, etc., clots, any, you know, any anything out of the ordinary. So with that said, I started crying at the office because my grandfather actually he died of heart disease. He died of a heart attack, and I think about a year before he died, he had to have artery surgery because they were 90% clogged. And my dad just he's barely turned 60, and he had open heart surgery at like 56. And so it's a little scary. And then like his sister, my aunt, she had a stroke about 4 years ago, and I just recently found out that now my grandmother's arteries are 90% clogged, so it's a little scary. Not to say the least. I've always been a bigger girl, as most of you might know, because look, I don't even fit on the whole screen. Hello, I'm a big girl. And so I do obviously, I get really scared. It's not something that I obviously want to worry about, but it's something that I need to worry about, and I'm glad I finally went to the doctor. And I haven't had the test done yet because the people at the hospital are trying to make sure that they talk to my insurance about it, make sure that they cover some of it. I still have to pay my out-of-pocket deductible, whatever. But, I haven't been feeling like myself lately. I'm really tired a lot of the time. Um, Today I felt a little depressed because I don't know, I feel like nothing can go right. My husband got Hep C, got cured. Now I have this issue. As far as trying to conceive, it just seems like it's an impossible dream to get to, and I'm literally fed up with what's the best way to put it? With every speed bump that's being thrown my way. It's like you're gonna get your baby, you're gonna get your baby. Boom. No. Slow down because there's this. And so that's the best analogy I can give you guys. That's how I feel. And I'm grateful for my husband. I'm grateful that I have a good job. Um, but it's really stressful, especially because when I stress out like this, I don't binge eat, but I don't eat the healthiest because I am an emotional eater. I lost 30 pounds and I feel like I've gained all that back. And I'm a little disappointed in myself for that. And, as vulnerable as I'm being with you guys and as honest as I'm being, I've taken my life into perspective lately, and I'm not proud of myself for how I've been treating myself and my body, and it really does suck. I do want to try my best to try and get healthier, obviously not just for me, but also for my husband. And as sad as it may be, like I told him today, I said, I don't know if I'll ever be blessed with children, which is really sad to think about. But I know my health is important also, and I have to take care of me first before I can take care of a baby. And I would hate to bring a baby into this world for me to just leave it. And I understand that. It kills me to say that because I do want children and I'm 31, you guys. I mean, I worry that my chances are slim to none of having a child. The struggle is real, you guys. I mean, I know I'm not the only one suffering from you know, infertility, but now I have to deal with other health issues that not a lot of people have to deal with, you know? I just feel like I know I'm still young, but I don't want to have children very old because I see my father, he's a 60-year-old man with no patience whatsoever, and my baby brother, he's barely going to turn 4. And my father should be retiring right now, not chasing around a 4-year-old, you know? And as much as I love them, I know that my dad sometimes can't handle it. But with that said, you know, I love my family. I would never trade it for the world, and I know my dad wouldn't either. But I just don't want to be an older parent because I want to enjoy my time, you know, raising them, being healthy, and I want to see them grow up, and I want to see them get married, and I want to see my grandchildren. But I feel like if I'm too old, I feel like I'm gonna, at one point, if I don't get a child, I hate the way that sounded, I'm sorry. I feel like at one point, if I'm not able to bear my own children, that I'm just going to have to let it go and just accept it for what it is and, you know, just move on with my life and take care of me and just live my life with my husband, you know, and um, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know a little bit of what's going on and um you know, I'm really freaking out about it a little bit because of all the stuff that my family's gone through. So, um, you know, watching my dad have open heart surgery, that was really, really hard. Um, I know I prayed a lot to God and told him not to take my dad because I wanted him to see my siblings grow up. I wanted him to still be around for my sister Megan, for my brother Jada, and for my baby brother Corbin. I wanted him to see them graduate school. I wanted him to see Megan and Jaden get married and Corbin go to school. And so it was really scary for me, and that's why I think I'm taking it so serious because even though I don't know what's wrong with me yet, it's scary, you know, to anyone. So, you know, it's hard. So, with that said, you guys, for all those who just watch me or subscribe to me, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Um, I really do need to try to make more videos about positive things because I feel like every time I talk to you guys, I'm always like negative. Not negative, but like always have bad news. Jeez. Um, what else? That's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys like my blonde hair. I think the last video I said I was trying to go darker and I meant lighter. I need my roots done, but anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you guys have any questions, you know where to comment. Hope you guys have, you know, lots of luck and baby dust, as my friend would say, and I'm totally gonna steal her tagline because I just do love it. And yeah, you guys have lots of luck, baby dust, and fun having and making babies. Till next time.